made it safely back to Siem Reap. We're just going to potter around a bit today, and there's a few temples we wanted to go and see that we haven't been to before, but also we wanted to go to the Landmine Museum, which has been recommended to us. Well, we took our laundry to be done last night, so it's all hanging out drying. We have to get yet more oil for our tuk-tuk. Seems to drink more oil than I drink beer, so hopefully another 2 litres will just about do it for the last couple of days.
Had a lazy morning this morning by the pool, which was much needed and very enjoyable. But now we've decided to come out, and we've come to the Cambodian Landmine Museum, which was recommended to us by Laura.
Yeah.
Laura? Yeah. Well, let's hope so, because we've driven quite a long way to get here. And so let's go in and see what it's like. It feels like that needs to be a lot longer. I would love to be a lot longer. And this here is a mine firing pin. You can buy these for $8. But they apparently have a spring and they don't make a click. It is immediate. So the whole thing in the movie is like a clicking thing. Rubbish. These type anyway.
So it was set up by Aki Ra, who started off life as a 5-year-old losing his parents in the war, and then got taken into the army, into the Khmer Rouge. From about age 10 he started in the army and had his first gun, and then he was an expert in setting landmines, which he did for several years, setting hundreds of thousands of landmines as he went around the country.
As a school teacher myself, this is somewhat worrying. So this is Dungtan School's minefield, not school playing field, but the minefield. And so they've got the building here, and all the red dots are unexploded ordnances, and all the ones with a shape on the top are mines. So if you think this is the school building, and this is the village road, it's somewhat terrifying. I wouldn't want to be doing PE.
No.
The Vietnamese War, after he left the Vietnamese army, he worked for NGOs and worked on his own as well to demine places, because he'd been so good at creating mines. He had a really good understanding of how they worked and how to dismantle weapons, and he has cleared, did you say 5,000 or 50,000 mines, and all of the things that you see in the museum are things that he has unearthed and gotten rid of.
They rotate to arm themselves, and when they hit the ground they blow up. Like most bombs, many do not work. They are found by citizens and often kill or maim them. There are reports that these bombs are being used in Syria today. If you look carefully, you can see weapons here from Russia, China, Cambodia, Vietnam, the US, Thailand, Czechoslovakia, and East Germany.
2006 he was forced to stop demining using a stick to poke them, because it was deemed not to be safe, which you can understand, but obviously you've been doing that for years and quite successfully. But yeah, there's lots of information as you go around about how many mines they managed to find and how they operated, and obviously how many are still left, and the importance of education, and particularly educating kids so they don't go charging around in areas where there might still be mines. Some of the different types of mine and how they'd appear in the forest. You can see that one there's got a trip wire. There's some bloody great anti-tank type ones, some bombs that have fallen from planes, and then dotted about as well some of the smaller anti-personnel mines.
But you can see with that one, I mean, there are so many leaves, they're always out clearing the leaves up. But you wouldn't even
no
see
chance.
it. No, I'd be tripping over that like definitely.
He'd last seconds.
So if you can only do the two, either the Peace Museum or the Landmine Museum, we'd say definitely come to the Landmine Museum. I know we didn't see the Peace Museum at its best, but this was a bit more interactive and it was more interesting, I think. So,
yeah.
And I mean, I suppose, the bloke was born the same age as me, was given a gun at 10, and fighting since he was 10. No, it's quite a different.
And de-armed 50,000 explosive devices. What have you done?
None. The whole prodding them with a stick terrifies me. God, get a longer stick, mate, please. Anyway, he obviously worked for him. He managed to demine all those things before he was made to wear the proper clothing and do that properly. So, yeah, really good. Definitely worth visiting.
We've been to Angkor Wat a couple of times, but we're driving past and you can't not stop and take a few photos when you're driving past. It's incredible and lovely with the moat round it. So there you go, Angkor Wat again.
Oh, have to go right to the ground then. Famous Bayon. That's one of our least favourite temples because it feels really claustrophobic inside.
Okay, this is the Terrace of the Leper King and Terrace of the Elephants. But we're just going to find a couple of the temples nearby that we haven't been to before, but it's always lovely down this end.
Tuktuk Cambodia, dedicated to Vishnu, opening to the west. There's an entrance to an outer wall, central pyramid.
Okay, a tree holding this archway up for us. And then you come through to the main pyramid in the middle. Watching where you're going because it's just broken stone. Having trouble with a tablecloth. Restoration work being done on this side of it and on the one beyond as well. Must take a fair bit of working out, and then some pretty heavy machinery because some of these blocks are pretty big. Trying to work out which of these are original and which are been redone. Obviously the pillar to the right definitely looks to have been redone, but with some of the other bits it's quite hard to tell. Either it's well preserved or maybe it was redone some time ago and has already deteriorated, I don't know, but hard to tell. We're a bit lost, but we found a gap in the wall and a path that looks well worn, so it will lead us to a temple. Whether it was the one we were trying to get to, who knows. Oh, it's brought us out to a big pool.
There's a woman's pond.
The woman's pond, apparently, and that temple over there we have been to before, the big pyramid. No idea what it's called, but I remember it was fairly well preserved. Don't really see much from here. Lovely at this time when it's a bit quieter. I guess a lot of people have headed to the popular sunset spots, which means along the walkway here it's really quiet compared to how it was.
Surrounded by mopeds. Oh. This is absolute chaos.
Not that organised.
Oh, you're in a standoff with the car.